Have you ever stopped to think about what truly motivates your decisions? Your core values are like silent forces shaping your choices, whether you notice them or not. They go beyond preferences or opinions. They are deeply rooted principles that anchor your life, guiding you through challenges and shaping your future. But how can you discover them and ensure your actions align with what truly matters to you? Imagine life as a ship navigating a vast ocean. Without a compass, the ship drifts aimlessly, at the mercy of unpredictable waves. Your core values function like that compass, providing direction and clarity. Without them, you might find yourself reacting to life's circumstances instead of acting intentionally. Whether your compass is honesty, freedom, or kindness, identifying it enables you to navigate even the toughest storms with purpose and confidence. Every day, life presents us with decisions that test our values. Should you accept a well-paying job that conflicts with your integrity? Should you stay in a relationship that lacks respect? These moments of choice become significantly easier when you have clarity about your core values. Instead of struggling with indecision, you instinctively know what aligns with the person you want to be. For example, consider the value of solitude. Amid the hustle and bustle of urban life as an exchange student, I realized I craved quiet moments to reflect and recharge. At first, it seemed like mere discomfort with the noise and chaos around me. But as I prioritized creating personal space, I understood that solitude wasn't just a preference but a necessity for my well-being. Recognizing this transformed how I relate to myself by better organizing my time. Some values, like empathy, are present within us from childhood but can become dormant as we grow. Think of the natural empathy children show. There's a viral video online of a little boy crying because he accidentally stepped on an ant. As adults, we often lose that sensitivity, consumed by the demands of individual success and productivity. However, empathy remains essential, not just as an abstract ideal but as a practical tool for building meaningful connections. Cultivating empathy doesn't require grand gestures. It can be as simple as truly listening to a friend or showing kindness to a stranger. These small acts reaffirm the value of compassion in your life, keeping it alive and central to your daily interactions. By awakening these dormant values, you enrich both your life and the lives of those around you. As Simone de Beauvoir suggested in her Ethics of Care, empathy helps us recognize otherness and respect differences, preventing others from being reduced to objects of our projections. Now, identifying your values is one thing, living according to them is an entirely different challenge. In a world dominated by instant rewards and superficial priorities, staying true to your principles often feels like swimming against the current. Yet, it is precisely these moments that define us. Viktor Frankl, an Austrian physician and writer who survived several Nazi concentration camps, observed how finding purpose helped people endure extreme suffering. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Living according to your values is the ultimate act of self-respect and authenticity, shaping who you are and how you impact the world. History is full of examples of people who stayed true to their values even in the face of adversity. Think of movements for freedom and justice that transformed entire societies. These revolutions weren't driven by convenience but by a deep commitment to values like equality and integrity. This is why embracing your core values is so important. It enables you to make courageous decisions when the path ahead seems uncertain. A personal example comes from a conversation with my father. When I made a decision that drew criticism, I asked for his advice. Instead of giving me a direct answer, he asked, "Are you happy?" When I said yes, he replied, "Then that's all that matters." That simple exchange reminded me of the importance of honoring my happiness and staying true to myself, a lesson that continues to guide my choices to this day. To take the first step, write down 3 principles you refuse to compromise on and ask yourself whether your current actions reflect these values. If not, what small steps can you take to close the gap? Another idea is to choose and focus on building just one value per week. For example, dedicate the first week to fraternity, the second week to justice, and so on. To conclude, recognizing and embracing your core values is a crucial step toward living an authentic and meaningful life. By aligning your actions with what truly matters, you not only strengthen your sense of identity but also inspire those around you to do the same. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore the importance of authenticity in living a genuine life.